Ravens. We need to send ravens.
Have you ever wondered why the Night King wasn't attacking John and his group when they were surrounded beyond the wall? Or how did the Night King sense Bran and pushed him out? I'm going to discuss all of that in this video, so stay tuned for that. Hello everyone, welcome to Ultimate Book Maniacs, your one-stop for book and TV series reviews. I've already discussed what kind of blood you need and how you can activate the power in that blood and become a Greenseer in my Bran's Journey and Stark Blood videos. In this video, I'll take this discussion even further and will discuss the possibility that the Night King might be a Greenseer too. I post new videos every Saturday at 7 p.m. IST or at 9:30 a.m. EST. So make sure to subscribe this channel and also click on the bell icon to get notifications from my channel. And I want to thank you Aaron Arguesius for contributing to my channel on Patreon. Long before the first men came to Westeros, these lands were inhabited by the children of the forest, giants, and other magical creatures. Even from that time, they had Greenseers amongst them. The Greenseers were the wise men and leaders of the children of the forest. Not only did they have the green sight, which is the ability to dream of what is to come, but they also had the ability to enter the mind of an animal and control its actions, which means they were skin changers as well. And according to Maester Yandel from the world of Ice and Fire, those among the wildlings who could control wolves were known as wargs, and they were the most common type of skin changers. This might explain why Jon and Arya are also wargs in the books. So thousands of years ago, since the humans hadn't arrived in Westeros, only the children used to be the Greenseers. Then came the first men. The Greenseers used their powers to fight them, whereas the first men fought with their bronze weapons. Did you notice that the first men didn't have any powers of their own? But in the current storyline, we saw not only one, but two Greenseers, Brynden Rivers and Bran Stark. And we also saw a seer, aka Jojen Reed. So how and when did these powers transferred from the children of the forest to the men of Westeros? That's where my Stark blood theory comes in. I've already explained in that video why I believe that the Starks and the Northmen, or rather the Northern Firstmen, had the blood of both races, the Firstmen and the Children of the Forest. Even the show mentioned in season 7 that Jenny of Oldstones claimed her descent from the Children of the Forest. There has to be a reason why they mentioned it in the show, right?
Jenny of Oldstones claimed descent from the children of the forest.
I also discussed the Greenseers, aka Bran's powers and abilities in detail in my Bran's Journey video. I'll post the link to those videos in the end in case you wanna check out the whole theory. In the books, the three-eyed raven tells Bran, only one man in 1,000 is born a skin changer, and only one skin changer in 1,000 can be a Greenseer. I think the mating or union must have happened a long time ago, and over the time, the powers in the first man's bloodline must have grown weaker, just like the magic in the world. That is, until the Starks found the direwolves and their bonds awakened the powers within them. So, the Greenseers have the ability to walk into animals, birds, trees, or plants. And because of their ability to walk into the trees, they could walk into weirwood trees and see through the eyes of the faces carved into them. This was the reason why the children used to carve faces on the weirwood trees. They also believed that the weirwood trees were gods. Do you remember how I discussed how Bran's, Brynden Rivers, and Jojen's powers were awakened in my Stark Blood video? They needed 3 things in order to become a seer or a Greenseer. What if the same thing happened to the Night King? What if he also got the powers of a seer or a Greenseer? How? Let me explain. Remember how I said in my Night King's Magic Explained video that the Night King got the children's magic in him when they performed their blood magic ritual in front of the weirwood tree to turn him? It seems he met all three requirements to activate his powers. First, he already had the blood of the first man in him because he was a first man himself. Second, he got the children's magic in him or in his blood during their blood magic ritual. And third, having a dragon glass dagger inserted into his heart must have sent him to the brink of death. In a way, it was a kind of near-death experience because that person died or was twisted and turned, and the first White Walker, aka the Night King, was born in his place. Maybe this is what gave Bran the Builder the idea to found House Stark with both bloodlines. What do you think? There's another reason why I think the Night King is a Greenseer. The Greenseers can see the past, present and future, right? I already discussed in my Season 7 Q&A and episode review videos about why the Night King didn't attack Jon and his team in Beyond the Wall episode. It seemed like he knew that Dany was coming to save them with her dragons. It almost felt like he was waiting for her so that he could get a dragon. Maybe he started the attack when she was getting close. Dany was so distracted by trying to save Jon and the others that she didn't even notice that the Night King is about to attack Viserion. And by the time she did, it was already too late. And what did the Night King do right after he turned Viserion into a white? He immediately attacked the wall, like this was the only thing that was stopping him for so long. And Jon gave him the opportunity by going beyond the wall. And the last reason why I think the Night King is a Greenseer is because of what happened in the Eastwatch episode. I already discussed in my episode 5 review video that it seemed like the Night King sensed Bran through the ravens when they were flying above them, and he pushed Bran out. Or maybe Bran just slipped back into his body because he was scared of the Night King. But then, it felt like the Night King was able to sense Bran in the Door episode too. So, what do you think of these theories? Don't forget to tell us in the comments. If you like this video, please click on the like button below, share the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day. Bye bye. See you in my next video.